Welcome back. It's 20 minutes before 7 o'clock, and this morning we're on your side helping you learn more about what childcare might be right for you.
Earlier we heard from a nanny agency. Now we're hearing from a working mother who has experienced the full spectrum of childcare these past few years. Our Liliana Pearson spoke with her this week and is joining us live in studio. Liliana, she told you having something reliable was the big sticking point for her.
It absolutely is. Her name's Jessica McCormick, and she and her husband both live in Charlotte, but their family doesn't. So if childcare falls through, it's up to one of them to take the loss, get the kids, and she says sometimes they'll spend hours into the night trying to catch up on work.
It is so unsustainable.
Jessica McCormick has 2 kids, a career, and a working husband. So her day is planned down to the minute. So last year, when her daycare had multiple closures, sometimes for weeks at a time, she needed to explore other options.
We never would ever have considered looking at other childcare options because we love our daycare and the staff and the teachers, everything about it. But the closures of when somebody is exposed to a COVID case were absolutely crippling for us.
The McCormicks decided a nanny might be more reliable. And while it was, Jessica says her biggest piece of advice, still have a backup plan.
Important for the parents who are, especially parents of young children who are doing this for the first time, knowing that there are going to be times that they're going to be without care.
Jessica says talk to your employer and know what flexibility they have for those times your daycare closes or nanny calls out sick themselves. And if you're opting for a nanny to close your circle, have a candid conversation with them about your health expectations and what their expectations might be of you.
She had every right as a caregiver that's coming into our home to question, how are we caring for ourselves? How are we protecting our family and ourselves?
And Jessica told me that daycare is always going to be her first choice, but knowing that she has options is wonderful. She says that daycare is something that gives her a sense of community and her kids' schedule, but knowing that those options are there means that she gets to take off that mom hat every once in a while.
Okay, let's talk cost though, because I am genuinely curious between nanny and school or daycare. What's that difference look like?
Of course, everything's going to be on a spectrum, but according to Charlotte's Best Nanny Agency, they charge anywhere from $19 to $25 an hour, depending on the nanny's experiences and any special needs that you might have for them. And then according to the National Treasury Department, a family spends on average $10,000 a year on a single child for daycare. And that's almost $1,000 more than what you might spend on an in-state freshman for UNC tuition.
And that's why you get a little diploma when they finish school.
Exactly. Make it worth
Oh my
it.
gosh,
But it
so
is
much.
costly, and it's tough for parents. Yeah,
It's really tough
is.
right now, but that's great information. Thank you for that comparison.
Of course, yeah.
Good stuff, Liliana. Great, thank you. All right, 17 minutes now before 7 o'clock.